I've sprinted through the water. I've never sprinted faster in my life.
Insane.
And out on the one leg, collapsed on your outdoor couch. I've honestly never been in more pain. We'll see how we go. I'm either going to look like a huge fool or the genius I am, hopefully. Go to yak into my hands, because I'm like, I can't yak into my hand, but it's ricocheted out the side of my hand. As I'm running, I just hear, oh my God, Andre, there's yak on your head. But you've ended up getting kneed in the balls.
She turned around to me and just gone, bang.
You blokes, I can't believe it. That is ridiculous. Like, absolutely flaming. What you did was horrible. This is unacceptable. Well, you could get suspended for it. You could get expelled. Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Cult Status, proudly brought to you by Origin Apparel. Go get yourself a tee with the 10% off Cult Status pod code.
That's it, yeah.
Bit of a different episode this week, Tinny, just the two of us.
Yeah, a bit empty on the couch tonight, but I don't mind it. It's something different, and, you know, the viewers have been asking for it. It's probably a bit overdue, the introduction, but, you know, 3 episodes too late, but here we are.
Yeah, better late than never. How was your day, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Had a bit of uni stuff to do. Footy training, so just come back from there.
You were looking electric as always.
Yeah, selecting in the twos again. So stuck in the twos.
Yep.
And yeah, just after a crazy weekend with the lockdown.
Yeah.
And now we're back to it. How have you been, mate?
Well, mate, my day actually was crazy. My mind actually got blown today.
Really?
So, my boss at my work is Italian, so I walk into work and I'm like, come stai? He's like, bene, too. And I go, agitato, which means excited.
Yeah.
And I know that because back in primary school, Italian lessons, they go round, how are you? And you got to say a word in Italian.
Yeah.
And one day I would have been like, what's the word for excited? And for whatever reason, it just stuck with me, and I've always used it. It's always been my go-to.
Yeah.
But, so I've walked in, said, agitato, and he goes, agitato, and I was like, yeah, it means excited, right? And he's like, yeah, but in Italy, it more means like when a man gets excited.
Oh.
And I've just gone, oh no. I was just spinning out, thinking back to every interaction I've ever had with any Italian, and they've gone, come stai, and I've said agitato.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's not what you want to know.
Oh, I literally was like, wow, every Italian must just think I'm walking around with a massive stiffy every time I see him. And no wonder my Italian teacher in high school has always laughed when I said agitato.
Wow. Well,
probably why we're not big in Italy, if I'm honest.
Probably. But look at me, I probably should be able to confirm or deny that for you. But unfortunately, I don't think I've spoken a word of Italian since about year 9 classes there. So can't tell you if that's right or wrong. But I trust your word.
Yeah.
And wow, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, look, I'm still spinning out about it, if I'm honest, because I seriously, it is my go-to always whenever anyone asks come stai.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, yeah. Well, moving on, mate, from that little thing. We've been asked a lot about why we wanted to start up the potty.
Yeah.
Well, can you talk a little bit about? We'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So for me, I know I like to talk a bit of shit. So straight up, I know you're pretty similar.
Yep. Only according to my teachers and everyone I've ever met.
And my mum and dad.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Well, just from what I remember, you, in year 11, you said to me, I'm listening to this really good podcast with that's by Dylan Buckley, and I've known Dylan Buckley, that, pretty average footy player.
Yeah.
And he's gone, but he's actually a really funny bloke.
Yeah.
And I've given it a listen, and he just interviews all these, he was at the Giants at the time he started, interviewing all these Giants players, and they were just bloody hilarious. And I just remember me and you just instantly wanting to do something like that.
Yeah, so he was probably a major inspiration.
Oh, big time for sure. We both still listen to him, love him.
And, you know, we also love our mates in our sport, and that's a pretty good couple of topics that we can talk about. But yeah, so we've actually got this shirt you got for my birthday.
Yep.
So Dylan Friends. So I know he's listening. I hope he is. We tagged him on the story. So
Yep.
But yeah, big fan of your work, Dill, and hopefully this will get back to him. But we'll see.
And that's just it. We both love talking shit, and we've got a lot of good mates and good people we know with a lot of great stories. And, we know we'd get a good laugh out of it. And, it's just a bonus. Yeah. Other people getting a good laugh out of it as well. Yeah.
All about putting a smile on everyone's faces and just,
And the money. And the money. Origin Apparel, thank you very much.
It. Thanks,
money rolling in.
A few people have asked me sort of where we film.
Yeah.
And it is at your place.
My house.
Now, few people aren't too sure of the reason for this. And it's actually because Axel's too scared to leave his home at the minute. Can you tell us why?
Oh, well, I don't know why I wasn't expecting this one. Well, so a couple of weeks ago, this little bird rocked up. Cute little bird, and Dad loves it. It's jumping around, and it's really like, we're like, whoa, this bird's a bit different. Like, it's really comfortable around us and all this stuff. And it was jumping around, sitting on all our chairs outside, and look, Dad loves it, but me and Mum, not so much. Mainly because there was one incident. We go down the back, and it swoops in over our head and lands in front of us, and we're both like, yeah, we don't like this. So Mum feeds the chickens, swoops us again, and we're like, now let's get out of here. Yeah. We hightail it out, and it swoops us again. But literally, since then, a couple of weeks ago, the situation has worsened big time. Yeah. Me and Mum, honestly, can't go out. We can't hang out the washing without the other one having to be out there swinging a tennis racket or anything. Like, this thing seriously swoops us everywhere. I know you've been swooped.
See, I was about to say I can vouch for this, and I know Isaac Weezer can, even though he's probably not listening right now.
Yeah, no.
We know what he's like. But at his episode, he's tried to get in and swooped, and that was probably 10 minutes after he got me. So
yeah, Mum, we can't sit outside. I'm sitting outside with the boys. I'm twitching like a crackhead. Yeah. And everyone's like, "What? Like, just chill out." And then they see the bird that just comes in everywhere. And it's honestly a nuisance, mate.
Mate. I don't actually blame you for wanting to stay home because that scares me.
But the big predicament is, Dad loves it. The neighbours on that side let it in the house, and the neighbours over there love it. Wow. But then I made the big discovery. I was sitting outside with my mates the other day, twitching about, see something move in the tree. There's two birds. Wow. One slightly smaller one, the cuter one, the Dad likes, and the other one, the bigger, more aggressive one. And it honestly makes that much sense. Yeah. Because looking back, there's... Oh, mate, I seriously am not even joking. I've woken up in the middle of the night to thoughts of this
cold
bird.
Sweats, just...
Oh. No, I'm not. I'm honestly not even... It honestly is past the point of funny now. Like, my speaker was outside on the table about a metre from the door. I had to psych myself up to go get it. I was literally like, oh my God.
Wow. Yeah, I was nervous actually coming in today because I was just worried about a little incident, but we need to get rid of that one.
Another thing that has been brought up a lot is you've been referred to as Tinny.
Yep.
Throughout the show. So the origins of the nickname Tin Man.
Tin Man, yeah. So...
Would you want to explain a bit of that? Or maybe
not really, but I'm going to have to, aren't I? Look, I don't agree with this. But apparently I don't move too well on the footy field. Probably contributing to me being stuck in the twos. And yeah, so Axel sort of reckons that I move a bit like a Tin Man,
Oh, it's also it's my crowning jewel of my life that I've come up with the nickname Tin Man, and it's stuck. I literally talk to people who know you for about 10 seconds and they know you as Tinny.
Yeah, honestly, that's like footy season, that's all I'm called. If I hear Tin, like, I'm turning around straight up, like, I know it's me.
It is a valid nickname though, because the other week at training, Bruno, who's on one knee in a knee brace, has turned you inside out.
This isn't true either.
I've seen
the ball bounced into his lap, and
And it took you just
Simple
10
as that.
minutes to turn around. Turn like the HMS Queen Mary.
And yeah, we've got a few nicknames that you've been given. You probably haven't had one that's taken off quite as much as Tinny. Like, I know Snaxel's your nickname.
Yeah.
Is there much of a story behind that one?
Oh, mainly, one time I was talking to this girl and Ben Shales, episode 1, the Vanilla Gorilla, took my phone and he just goes, "Oh, Axel's a snack, isn't he? Snaxel, oh boy." Unfortunately, it was a failed attempt there, but,
Had a few of them, especially last week, Sizzle, but anyway.
But, yeah, no, they haven't really had many nicknames to take off.
Yeah, well, I've got a couple that have tried to take off.
Yeah.
Rossi Collier's behind this one, Mitzi, which I like. I like this. And for those listening, I reckon we get this going. Axel Dammits, Mitzi, I like it.
I actually like that one.
It's got potential.
But the problem is you can't push your own nickname. So
that's it.
I've just been frustrated on the side, hoping that one took off.
Yeah. Now the next one is actually self-given.
Oh.
The Doctor. Do you want to tell us why you gave that to yourself?
Oh well, yeah. There was a stage in year 12, year 11, pretty much my whole school career where I think I was just known for stitching people up pretty good. So I just thought, I'm stitching people up. I'm the Doctor here. But self-given nicknames are a bit of a wanker if you do that. But the Doctor.
I think I must be the surgeon now after bringing that one up on the pod. But,
I reckon.
Last one, office chair. Can we go into that?
Nah, absolutely not.
I didn't think so, but
whoever
the boys did want to know about the office chair. We'll say that for another episode.
Absolutely not.
If we get 1 million likes.
If we get 1 million likes, I'll say that story. But no, jeez, that's a stitch up. Oof. Well, we talked a lot about pickup lines. Obviously, with Sizzle last week. Yeah. You've had a pretty good pickup line, haven't you? Might have involved you telling someone that you were going to get drafted.
Yeah.
Go into detail with that if you want to.
Yeah, no, basically, this was at Levers and, basically just told him I'm getting drafted this year. I need to date the Brownlow, just the usual.
And the thing
and they
about
believed
this,
it.
Yeah.
So I've actually got 2 messages like 2 days later just going, "Are you actually getting drafted?" Both on Snapchat.
And you've replied?
Well, I replied and they blocked me because I said, no, I'm not actually getting drafted.
Oh, mate.
So that was a bit of a mischief that I've done for myself there, but all in good spirit.
Oh, wow. Shows their character just blocking you.
Yeah, so all about the footy players.
Jeez. Some people, eh?
Yeah, something about you I know is you love your movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big hobby of Axel.
Yeah, I'm a big
movie man.
Love the movies.
Favourite?
Die Hard or Shawshank Redemption, I reckon.
He's so committed to the movies. Once he went with the boys to watch Fast and Furious. At what time?
Oh, yeah. Myself and Lincoln and Reese. Lincoln is a huge Fast and Furious fan like myself. Yep. And so, we've actually booked the opening night, midnight session to go. Myself, Lincoln.
12 a.m.
12 a.m. And I tell you what.
Worth it?
No. Because you're watching a Fast and Furious movie at... 12 a.m. You're pumped. You're like, yeah. But it gets to about 2:30 and you're honestly holding your eyes open, just hearing these loud noises. Yeah, mate, it's horrible. But this poor mum having to drop us off and pick us up before the license,
I appreciate and I applaud the commitment to that one. So,
I'm going to change my... It was worth it. I'm going to say, it was worth it.
It was worth it.
Was worth it. There we go. Yeah, for sure.
Fast and Furious. Check it out.
Yep, The Fate of the Furious. If you've never seen those movies, they're great. They're awesome.
Sponsor us.
Yes, please. Vin Diesel, please hit us up. Look, we've all had moments we're not proud of.
Yep.
You've had one.
Yeah, probably more than one, but anyway.
We've got another thing we'll talk about later that it could coincide with, but you've done a handball comp.
Oh,
if you can remember this.
It's so long ago, eh?
Yeah.
It has to be my sisters behind this one.
Yeah.
It has to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sisters have stitched you up.
Came second in the handball comp, so yeah.
Okay, yeah. Who'd you lose to? Who'd you lose to?
There was a girl that was on crutches, and I felt bad for her. So I sort of go, "Oh, you can win."
I know that is definitely not how that went down.
Yeah, so I've lost to a girl on crutches.
Wow.
In a handball comp, and yeah, actually, I did make the finals for that.
Yeah.
And the next.
So you've worked your way up to the finals.
Yeah.
It's a good effort.
And big shout out to my granddad who actually built his own like handball circle thing with a hole in it.
For you?
Yeah, for me.
To train?
I was training.
How let down must he have been when you've lost to a girl on crutches?
Well, no, but I still made the finals. So this was for the finals. I've
Yeah,
gone to the next round.
Yeah, but he still would be definitely let down.
Yeah, probably a bit disappointed, but that's all right.
I can still see the disappointment in his eyes.
But yeah, so we've gone to the finals the next week, and I don't think I got one in. I was out like first round, and Roger Hayden was there. Big
Roger
shout out
Hayden?
to him. Yeah, Roger Hayden. So they had a Dockers player and an Eagles player there. And
Who was the Eagles?
I can't remember. Irrelevant. But the Docker, yeah, Roger Hayden. And he was just retiring. And
Yeah.
then, so I'm
Legend of the
obviously pretty
game.
fired
Yeah.
up that
Yeah.
I've just lost. I've thrown away my chance. I don't know what the prize was, but probably some Dockers gear.
But Roger Hayden was there as
But
well.
yeah, so
didn't want to let him down. He's retiring. You want to
yeah.
put on a good show for him.
Well,
How
actually-
old were you at the time?
I would have been, I'm going to say 10, maybe.
Yeah.
Young. 12,
Yeah,
maybe.
right, yeah.
And the guy on the mic sort of goes, just before you go, mate, Roger Hayden is retiring, he's sad. I go, nah. I walked off.
Oh my god.
And
Oh.
I do want to say sorry to Roger Hayden. I know he's
I
listening.
know for a fact he's listening.
Because I have seen him in Benny since, and I did tell him there, I'm sorry for what I did. No, I didn't actually. But,
Hate us.
yeah, so he's meant to be a really good man. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I rated you, Roger the Dodger. But
Second best Roger we know.
yeah, it just caught me in a bad mood. So
Yeah, wow, yeah, you've just had a heartbreaking loss. Oh boy.
mate, I'm gonna move on to the next story.
Yeah.
And you've had 3 significant falls in your life. And I know you
Yeah.
can think of 2, definitely.
I can
First
look at
one,
it.
through the roof of your brother's house.
Oh, alright, well, yeah. So, my brother was taking all the tiles off his roof, was going to replace it with tin. This is this year.
Not me, Tin, but
Oh, yeah. And so I'm like, you know what? I'll be a good brother. Not that handy on the tools. I think he can attest to that, my eldest brother. And so I've thought, you know what, I'll be a good bloke anyway. I'll go around. So I'm on the roof. We've taken all the tiles off, thrown them in the skip. And then he just goes, oh, hey, mate, just make sure you walk on the boarding, not on the ceiling. So roof, not ceiling. And so me overthinking, oh, yeah, all right. One step on the ceiling, he's like, Axel, what are you... Leg straight through my niece's bedroom ceiling, and I've just gone, oh, fuck. Oh, no. Like, this hurts, but I got to get up here because I can hear it going again. So I get up, get out, and my brother has just cracked up, and he's just going, oh, mate, you are hopeless. And so I literally spent the next hour. I wasn't on the roof. I got banned from roof.
yeah. No,
So yeah, I was just cleaning up the niece's bedroom while everyone else was doing the real men's work.
Yeah. Wow. Your second fall, mate, a lot probably more significant. You had a fair injury from this one at mine.
Yeah.
Mucking about in the water feature around the pool. What happened next, mate?
So yeah, obviously big day of backyard cricket we had planned. 6 of us round yours. Jumping in the pool, taking classic catches, and we're jumping off this about a metre to a metre and a half tall water feature.
I was thinking you'd say about 6 metres tall, but...
I've had to tone it down over the years. And so I'm up there, and it's, after a while, it's got slipperier and slipperier, and I've just taken a step, and I've missed it. And then I've clipped my leg on it as I'm going down, and I've literally gone, oh no, landed on the edge of the pool, directly on the hip, rolled in, and just,
swum across.
I've bloody ran. I've sprinted through the water. I've never sprinted faster in my life.
Insane.
And out on the one leg, collapsed on your outdoor couch. I've honestly never been in more pain. Honestly,
Had
the
to get
most
picked
pain.
up.
And then I'm like, oh, Tinny, obviousfreaking out, but do you have any painkillers, mate?
Yeah.
And then you've gone, oh yeah, but you got to eat something. I'm like, all right, peanut butter sandwich. You come out with this sandwich, I take a bite, and I'm like, this isn't peanut butter. You're like, oh, my sisters are allergic to nuts, so it's nutless peanut butter. So if my day couldn't get any worse, that tin springs out of me. And then obviously Dad comes around and he's like, oh mate, what have you done? And I just, whatever, Dad, please can you take it a bit seriously? I'm actually in a bit of pain. Might need to call an ambulance.
Yeah.
I'm thinking broken hip.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
We thought career over.
Oh, and a dickhead mate of ours, shout out to Jonas, was reading out, symptoms of a broken hip, symptoms of a dislocated hip. Thanks, Jonas.
Wow.
And then I think we were actually on the phone to his sister who was in medical school.
And you took that really well, actually. You were calm and just... You wouldn't think you were the man in pain. You thought you were calling about someone else, but anyway, carry on.
What can I say, mate? Stoic, tough.
And none of the above.
Thing there. So then Dad's like, all right, well, my mum works night shift, so she's asleep. And Dad goes, oh, well, we're going to have to call your mum. Her phone's on silent, so Dad sends the Find My iPhone alarm on there. And I don't know if you ever heard that thing, but it is bloody loud. It is.
Don't miss that.
Not something you want to wake up to.
No.
You think the Apple alarm's bad. Oh, boy. So then that goes off. Mum comes round. I'm still lying on my front in so much pain. And she goes, this better be good.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, thanks, Mum. Yep, I'm good. Yeah, cheers. A bit ticked off with that still, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mum. And then I've somehow got into the car. I think a few of the boys have helped me. Getting in the car and out of the car was bloody tough. I'm like, the most pain. The most pain. Then, I'm sitting in the emergency room looking at you see some stuff in there. Oh, there are some creatures in the emergency room, I tell you that. Jack Garland-Dixon might have been in there.
And he'll claim Weezer was in there.
Yeah, and Shousie, they were all in there. So end of story. I get seen. They take an X-ray, just a bruised bone, nothing.
Yeah,
and I've carried on.
Soft as butter, this bloke.
And I've literally have not heard the end of it from my brother since. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the third fall is.
Yeah, there's one more fall. And it's from the midfield in year 8 to the back pocket in year 12.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably...
The fall from grace.
Yeah, the fall from grace. It's probably the most heart-wrenching one. The saddest.
Yeah.
Because I remember versing year 7, 8, you're in the midfield.
Yeah.
Now you're a back pocket plugger.
Yeah.
What contributed to that?
Look, mate, I think, if I'm honest, it was a witch hunt. They wanted me out. The coaches...
Still trying, but won't budge this bloke.
I've always been a backman, but, year 8, they start playing me midfield. And I'm thinking, you know what, this is good. I can't really run. I'm not very fit, but I can bring it. I can bring the intensity in the midfield. And, it was, next year, I think, they move into a wing or then back flank and then...
Just slowly progression.
Progressed to back pocket plugger and I'm a lock there.
Well, I don't know if I'm so sure. That Pine's looking pretty good.
But
That's next, isn't it?
Look, after a big day down back, you can count your touches on your hand, but you just got to say to everyone, look, I played my role. It might not show
role players.
It might not show it on the stat sheet, but I played my role. Yeah, wow. Oh, jeez, I wasn't expecting to be attacked like that. But
that's a sad one.
Yeah, very sad. Moving on.
Yep.
This is a good way to get you back, actually. Look, we all have big nights. Some nights we a bit too big.
Yeah.
And every now and again, good to have a yak.
Always good.
Not so good to do it in your mate's bedroom, however.
I don't believe that this is true because
okay,
honestly,
here we go.
no recollection of that happening at all.
What's the story that has been told to you?
So at my mate Palmy's house. So shout out to him. He's 18.
Chicken?
chicken palmy. Yeah, could say that. Probably did have one of those
Yeah.
throughout the night.
Yeah,
But yeah, so obviously just dodgy gut. Ate a bit of bad food that night, and
Oh, yeah?
yeah, so
I'm sure.
threw up a little bit in the backyard, and then yeah, there's claims that in his bedroom as well. I don't believe it because
I've heard,
I was asleep.
I've heard on his bed, on the bedroom floor, on the walls.
I'm not buying it.
That's what I've heard, and I've heard from not one, not two, but three people.
No, this is false. I honestly cannot say that I did that. Straight.
Wow. So if you went on trial, that's no, you didn't.
No, I didn't do it.
Oh my God.
If someone's got footage, I'll believe it, maybe. But no one's got footage.
Maybe.
I didn't do it. I don't know how it got there. Because I didn't see it either, so I don't believe it happened. Simple as that.
Wow, mate. You actually had the chance to be a decent human being then, and you've really given it up and just lied to everyone. Every one of your viewers,
No.
You've worked hard.
No, I'm here for the truth and the truth only, and that's
Truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, mate. That's the motto at Status.
If I look back on it, I can't see anyone else doing it. So I think I have to cop the blame, but...
Oh, wow.
Speaking of throwing up.
Oh, yep. No, there's going to be a few ones here.
Now, Mandy's told me that you love to throw up.
Ooh.
And you hold the record for the most non-alcohol related spews
in the family.
In the family.
Yeah.
This one was alcohol related. Or it could have been food poisoning again. Don't know.
Yeah.
Recently at Leo's.
Oh.
Shout out to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Far out. Yeah.
What happened there?
So, I'm sitting down there at Leo's in his backyard for his birthday. He's had, a fair few boys around for prees. And I'm sitting down there. I'm sitting next to a good mate of mine, Andre Goncalves. Shout out to him. And
definitely deserves a shout out.
He deserves that. And he's had what people would call a petrol mix, which is, it's basically more vodka than whatever the mixer is.
Yeah.
And there's about a mouthful left. I'm probably being generous. There's probably less than that. And he's just going, finish this for me. And I go, far out. So, bottoms up. Up she goes. And this is relatable. The feeling of, you're going to yak. Or like you think, I could yak here, but I cannot yak in my position here. But if I get up and move, I'll yak. So you just need to literally sit there.
Just guts it out. Yeah.
Head in hands.
Yeah.
No one touch you. No one talk to you. Give me a minute to just recalibrate and I'll be fine. I've done it before and I'll do it again.
Yeah.
But this time, the dickhead factor kicked in. Andre's not a dickhead here. Andre's going, oh, Axe, you okay? You okay? You okay? And I'm like, give me a minute. He's like, you okay? You okay? And I'm like, give me a minute. He's like, Axe, are you rocked? Axe, have I just rocked you? Axe, are you rocked? And I'm just sitting there like, shut up. Give me a second. And then all of a sudden, Jack Coxey, my mate, after this, has just come in and just slapped me on the head. And, that
was it.
That is it. So I'm like, go to yak into my hands, because I'm like, I can't yak into my hand, but it's ricocheted out the side of my hand and hit Andre across the side of the face, down the shirt, on his legs, but I haven't seen it, and I've literally got, like, it's not only bounced onto him, it's bounced up all through my face, hair, down my shirt, and I've just run out of Leo's house looking for a bush or anything to continue, and as I'm running, I just hear, oh my God, Andre, there's yak on your head. And I've just run to the bush, which seemed to be a mile away. I could not find one to save my life. Finished off, and I've just thought, like, it's about 6 at night at this stage. It is very early. After a game of footy, dehydrated, I'll say that's the excuse. Yep, big fine. We'll get to that.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm just covered in yak, and just all through my face. And then Leo comes out and is like, hey, mate, you're good. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, hey, mate, let me, come back, we'll have a shower. And I just go, mate, there's no way I'm walking through that backyard and seeing everyone. And I just go, yeah, look, I'll go out the front. And he's like, yeah, mate, no worries. I'll get you some water, anything, The best host ever. Did not make me feel bad at all. Shout out to Leo. Yeah. And so I'm out front, shirt off, using that to wipe my head. I've messaged Dad, hey, can you pick me up and just take me home? I'll shower and then I'll meet everyone else out. And I'm just sitting out the front. As boys are leaving to go to prees, every single person had a comment, which, I cop that because, oh boy, I would be I can't actually say it. I cannot say that on here. But I go...
Can we get who it's from? Or?
Pretty sure it might have been Reggie.
Ewan,
if he's listening. He said something pretty funny actually, but yeah. So I'm like, oh, can you please go get Andre to Jack? I would like to speak to him.
Yeah.
Make amends, bury the hatchet.
Yeah. He did that in spades.
And so I've seen it out the front. He's like, it's all good, bro. He was wearing a different set of clothes. He'd had a shower at Leo's, wearing all Leo's clothes. And yeah, mate, I was just like, oh my God, I need to make sure I repay him. Yeah.
And you did, in a big way.
He's gone, oh mate, just get me a couple drinks when we're out and we're all good. But I know the fine for yakking at prees was coming, and I know that's $5.
Which, there was a lot of debate about that
yes,
night.
That night there was a lot of debate in the footy group chat over what the fine should be. But the head fines master, Jack Fenton, said $5 for yakking at prees, $15 on a mate's head, and then a slab for Andre.
Yeah, I thought that was Jaron that brought that one up, the slab.
Look, mate, it could have been anyone.
Yeah.
It was pretty...
I think Jaron's planted the idea. No one said you had to, but you did.
Yeah, and, I thought that for sure it was the right thing to do.
Kudos to you for that one.
Yeah.
But
definitely one of my darker moments. But I'll be honest, when you mentioned Yak, 3 other stories came to mind of myself, which I'm very...
Have I picked the best then?
No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be. But yeah, there's another one that's great that I'm sure will get brought up on another one.
Yeah, next episode.
Oh, well...
Do you have another story for me? Or?
Oh, yeah, I do actually, mate. So I know you. You're a very sensitive bloke. You're the least dangerous person I met. And I mean this as a compliment.
Yeah.
So you're out one night, but you've ended up getting kneed in the balls.
Well, apparently I spilled a drink on this girl. I didn't. It was someone else that spilled a drink. She turned around to me and just gone, bang.
But nothing like... Proper hands on the shoulders.
Yeah, hands on the shoulders and then just bang. I'm going,
all
right.
Mate.
I'm sorry.
You don't know the amount of laughs I got out of that just imagining you just completely shocked.
Oh, I was shocked.
I
didn't know what was going on. Because he just put his hands on the shoulders and I'm going, yeah. And then just bang.
That is the best.
Just couldn't react.
That is the best. Oh wow.
One more story, mate.
Yeah.
And we have a serial offender in the Cats, or the Eagles now.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what this is going to be about. Yeah, go on.
Loves to piss in cups and make people drink.
Oh.
Not
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another rule in the Cats or the Eagles is if you get caught buffaloed, you have to do it. And you got caught buffaloed.
Oh.
With this bloke's piss.
Okay. Bit of context around this. Yeah. All right. So pretty well into the night. Well, pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
I'd say, having a bit of fun, and this bloke who will remain nameless, should we? Or do we reveal him at the end?
He said we could say his name.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's definitely say it then.
We know his mum's a big listener.
Yeah, then maybe not.
So
we'll look after you a bit there, mate. So he's all of a sudden then, he's like, hey, oi, Axel, skull this. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, buffalo. And I'm like, yeah. You know, sculling. And then as I'm doing it, Jack Coxey, who was a dickhead before, was actually a good bloke here, was actually trying to move my hand down. And I'm like, nah, mate. I'm a beast. Finish it. And I'm like, yeah. Like, and then...
So you didn't realise?
Did not realise. And then Jack just goes, that was such and such's piss, mate. You've just drank piss.
And apparently you were scrambling for the rest of the night. Can I get sick? Just asking people, just panicking, absolute panic stations.
Absolutely not. I actually had quite the opposite reaction. I actually, as someone who takes the piss a lot, I know if someone doesn't like something, you keep going, especially your mate, you keep hammering it in. So I thought, all right, if I just sit down sad all night and just like hell angry, panicking about this piss, I'm never going to hear the end of it. So you got to embrace it. You really got to embrace, and it's very tough to embrace drinking someone else's piss. I still probably struggle with that to this day. But look, not my finest moment. And wow, I was not expecting that. Oh, good one though. I like that. That's all my stories for you.
Yeah,
but
same here.
I do have a question for you. So you play footy, cricket, high sledging sports. What is the best sledge you've ever given and received? If you can think of some off the top of your head.
Well, probably the most recent one I've had is... So the week before, there's this guy that I see at Metros a bit.
Yeah.
He played out at Kenwick and I was giving him a bit and I was sort of going, mate, going Metros tonight. Just a bit of general wicket-keeper chat.
Oh, yeah.
And
because you're wiki. You are wiki. Yeah.
And so he's actually won this one, actually. So he's gone, no, mate, got a grand final tomorrow kind of thing, which is the one that we missed out on.
Oh, boy.
So I've gone, fair enough, I'll shut up.
Yeah. Tough to come back. To come back.
Next week was my turn to bat.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, and I faced my first ball. I think I might have missed it and gone, all right.
Yeah, believable.
Yeah, apparently. Next ball, just before he's bowled it, this kid has gone, Cricket gets out, Cricket can get some Metros tonight.
Oh.
And you better believe I put my pad right there, been hit on the pad. LBW, see you later, off the Metros.
Wow. Well, you're lucky Jack Garland Dixon wasn't bowling.
Yeah.
He would have broken your leg, even with a cheeky wrong.
And I did hit that, so I wasn't actually out.
So it was...
It wasn't out, no, but I got given out.
Best sledge you've ever given? Because I can think of one that's a pretty bad one, actually.
Recently we had a bloke that left halfway through the game. So the cricket played over 2 weeks. He left the first week early.
You sledged him out of the game?
No. The next week he batted.
Yeah. And
he left one as you do in cricket, and I sort of go, second best leave you've done all day, mate. all game, I mean. And shocking. So I'm not much of a sledger.
Well, no, I actually do.
Apparently I am.
I do have a sledge that you've given. So you've actually had a go at a bloke's religion unintentionally.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so this guy
I just remembered this.
Yeah,
I just remembered this now. So happy.
Well, I was offering this bloke a beer if he could hit a 6. And he's going, no, I don't drink beer, mate. Well, what do you drink then? Soft drink? No, I don't drink soft drink. Well, water.
Yeah, water, you loser.
Yeah, so he goes, just water.
You tosser?
I'm going, all right, sick.
This bloke's weak as piss. He only drinks water, yeah.
Start telling all my mates, I go, this bloke only drinks water. Like, who is he?
Yep.
It wasn't until probably a few months later that I realised that's probably to do with his religion, eh?
Oh, wow. You are bloody racist.
Unintentionally. I don't mean to be.
You can't help it, then that's it.
No, I wouldn't say I can't help it. That's just...
That's exactly what you said, mate.
It's a bad situation that we've got ourselves into.
Touchy subject.
I think he's alright though. I think we versed him again throughout the year and we had a bit of a chat.
I heard he actually had to take the rest of the year off with mental health problems after that.
Not true. we've got a few segments that we want to get through today.
Yep, for sure. Mm-hmm.
And it's something a bit different. We thought, chuck them in.
Thought we might try something a bit different.
First one. What's the biggest spray you've ever copped?
And I just want to say that neither of us know the other's answer.
Yeah, that's the thing. So,
biggest spray I've ever copped. Got to give a bit of context around this. So last year in year 12, I did TAFE, which means basically every Friday you go to a separate building in Freo and just do a Cert 4 just so you can graduate, basically, and just piss fart around all day. And so during COVID, obviously, we couldn't go in. So on Fridays, every now and again, we'd go into school to do it.
Yep.
We'd just sit in the library and do it. And so on this particular occasion, myself, Lincoln Kirspian and Owen Pratt are sitting in the library, not doing anything really. Owen shows us this clip from Rick and Morty, like some Rick and Morty clip, whatever. And then recess happens, and then we go back to the library, and then the head of our kind of coordinator for all the TAFE kids, who is a genuine cult hero. And
who actually follows the podcast.
He follows the podcast.
He's huge.
And
thank you very much.
He's a great man, genuine cult hero, and he's just said to us, nah, you blokes aren't in the library. All you do is piss around. You're not going to be back in there. You're going to be sitting out here, like in some shitty area, not good for doing, well, we weren't doing any work, but the library's comfier. So we weren't happy. And he goes, yeah, the librarian, the dude librarian has said you're bloody just mucking around, listening to videos. And for some reason, me, Lincoln and Owen really took this personally. And we've just gone, no, that is just not the right thing to do. If he's got a problem, he comes up to us and he tells us. He doesn't go behind our back, send an email and get us kicked out of the library. No.
Man to man, face to face.
Yeah, that's it. So Owen was in the toilet, whatever, doing something, I don't know. But then, so me and Lincoln are like, yeah, let's go speak to this bloke and just tell him. Like, in my mind, I'm like, you know what? We'll just have a chat with him, let him know next time, just talk to us, yeah? So we go up. We stand there, cross arms, or it might have been the Adelaide Crows power stance, and we go, mate, what are you doing? Definitely not the correct way to speak to a member of staff at your school, but we just go, mate, what are you doing going behind our back? Doing that. Just come up to us. It's the right thing. And we're like, yeah. And we're like, all right, well, whatever. We're leaving. So we leave. And then a bit later, we run into Owen, and Owen goes, just walked into the library, staunched down the librarian for what he did to us. And so we're all like, we've got our revenge.
Power move. We
power moved him here. And then all of a sudden, we're sitting down at the front of the school, I think about period 4, whatever, right before lunch. And our TAFE coordinator, we've heard him from the other side of the school, and he is just losing his mind. You blokes, I can't believe it. That is ridiculous. Absolutely flaming. What you did was horrible. This is unacceptable. And we're all like, sir, can we please explain? I was like, no, I don't want to hear it. And then he's like, sir, can we please explain? This is on the walk back to the office. And he's like, yeah, all right, explain. So we sit down and he's like, all right. And he goes, I don't want to hear it. And then we walk into his office and he literally, we're sitting down shitting ourselves. He is honestly like, you could get suspended for it. You could get expelled. The librarian has said you intimidated him. He said you boys came in and intimidated
Probably
him.
did, didn't you?
Oh, well, looking back, we probably did. Good intentions, though. But he's literally ripped the shit out of us.
Wow.
But then he's gone from 100 to 0 real quick, and he goes, you boys, just organising.
Just flick the switch.
Yeah. But, I mentioned earlier but I was planning on having people around that night, so I'm like, oh, shit, this is a bit rattling. So then lunchtime, I've mentioned earlier that my mum does night shift.
Yep.
I get a message from my mum when she's meant to be asleep. Oh my God, I've just got a phone call from such and such. What did you do? You're not having a party tonight?
So you copped about a triple spray.
I copped a triple spray. And lunchtime, shaking from these text messages from Mum, like, you thought you were having something tonight? Absolutely no way. So I get on the phone. I go run to the gym toilets, on the phone to Mum. Literally like, oh, Mum, like, yeah, I'm very sorry, like, yeah. And she's like, don't apologise to me. You go, march to the library and apologise to him. And I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, good. Yeah. So I go up, just myself. I think a couple of the other boys were still pushing the cause. Nah, he did run by us. So I pretty much go up and I'm like, yeah, and he's like, oh, you're all right? You look a bit rattled. And I'm like, yeah, just did cop, a few sprays. Pretty intense ones.
More than one, yeah.
Because obviously I was apologising to him, but also at the same time kind of like, yeah, well, you just done it again, haven't you? Got behind our back again. But, oh, mate.
Wow.
Genuinely, big spray. And Mum ended up letting me have people over, so...
Big shout out to Mandy.
Yeah, that's the biggest spray. What about you? Biggest spray of your...
Probably doesn't compare to that.
Oh, really?
But you were actually involved in this one, so I think you know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
There was a teacher at the school, and white beard. I think he was wearing a red suit that day as well.
Portly, I'd say. Good word for him. Portly, larger.
Can't actually define that word.
Oh, like...
Portly. Yeah, anyway. He must have been wearing a red hat as well. And I didn't really know the bloke. But I sort of walked up to this class. It wasn't even my class. And I've sort of said, oh, this bloke looks like Santa.
I'm in the class.
And I've obviously said it a little bit louder than that.
Yeah, you've obviously said a little bit louder than that to someone else.
Yeah, so a bit too loud.
Yeah.
He's caught wind and he's gone, right, who said that? And I'm going, oh, yeah, me.
Yeah.
And yeah, got torn apart.
Yeah.
Like, he's gone, oh, everyone else in. He's looked at me, he's pulled me out. I think you actually got pulled out as well.
My recollection of it is, I didn't know what was going on. I was just having a laugh outside. And then he calls everyone in. He's like, you two out.
Yeah.
And at this stage, I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, so what? what do you mean? Like, and he's like, you boys need to have a think of what you've done. You boys literally, and I go, sir, what did I do? And he goes, you know exactly what you did. And I was like, sir, I don't know. And you hadn't told me yet because you didn't want to repeat it in front of him, obviously. He's gone berserk, and he's like, do you want to go to the office and explain? And I was like, yes!
I'm going, no.
Yeah, you're going, no. And I'm going, yes, send me, so I can tell him that you're a bloody crazy bloke, you know? And then later on, I found out with you gone, and I've gone, ooh.
So that was bad, but the stuff he was saying to me, like, I could pick on you for many things on your face. I'm going, all right, sick, I got big eyebrows. Like,
got big eyebrows, got a beard, whatever.
And he's going, you're bullying me, son. I'm going, what would your principal think of this? This isn't even my class, man. Like, let me go.
Let me go, mate.
I did actually run off.
Yeah, you did run off.
Not for long, got caught.
Yeah, got caught, yep. But he did.
All's well that ended well, though. He was a good bloke in the end.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. I saw him after class and he said, I just don't do it again.
I don't like him.
I like him, yeah. I think that brought us closer together.
Well, I didn't get many prezzies that year, so it might be
I'm permanently on the bad list, so...
Naughty list, mate.
Yeah, the naughty list, that's it.
All right, mate. Another thing we'd like to ask each other. Interesting one, you came up with this, the conspiracy theory idea. What's that about, kind of?
Yeah, so... Yeah, I thought we'd bring to you guys a bit of a conspiracy each.
Yeah.
And my one's to do with this recent lockdown.
Oh.
And probably the previous lockdown that we had with the 5-day lockdown.
Oh, boy.
I don't believe that these people... You saw the places they went. They went halfway around the nation.
The infected people.
Or we'll say around the state. Yeah, the infected people.
Yeah, okay.
Very loosely infected.
Oh.
I don't believe that they could possibly go to that many places and not infect the rest of WA. I don't believe that in 5 days the government can say, yeah, all right, no, we're good, we'll let them out. Like, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
When it's a 14-day quarantine.
Yeah, well, it's longer now.
We've just had we've just had a 3-day lockdown. I don't believe that in that time they've got enough evidence to go, oh, no, it's not out there anymore. Go back out and live your life. So my conspiracy is...
Oh, yeah.
That they've faked these. The first one was faked... as a test.
Yeah. So that was
That was a
earlier in
test.
the year.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this one, apparently,
What's it testing?
how we respond to it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And this next one that we just had on the weekend was because apparently there was meant to be a state of emergency that ended on the 23rd of May.
23rd of May?
April. So the day that lockdown started.
A state of emergency?
So, which is just, I don't actually know exactly what it is, but I think it's just precautions on the whole situation. And they were going to finish that on that day. Oh, we need to fake a case just so we can keep the precautions.
And keep Mark McGowan in power.
That's it.
Oh, so, Tinny.
I want to know what you think about this.
Geez, Tinny, you've really might have uncovered something big.
Yeah, so if this gets taken down, we know why.
I don't feel safe at the moment, if I'm honest. Jeez, I can tell, you put a lot more effort into it than I did, but I can tell you're fired up about the topic. I like it.
Well, that's my belief. But, conspiracies are out there to be broken, to be proved. And, I want to know what everyone else thinks about that. So let us know in the
COVID
comments.
Conspiracy, I like it. Well, my conspiracy, completely unrelated to COVID, Essendon Bombers, the drug scandal. There's one thing about it that just does not sit right with me.
Yep.
So, the drug that they got, banned for using only became illegal the day before they got stung.
Really?
Tell me.
Did not know this.
This isn't a witch hunt. Yeah. This is genuinely true that their drug became illegal the day before the sting. And apparently it's an open secret in the AFL that, it was planned to get something to do with Stephen Dank. I don't know the details.
Get him gone.
Yeah, get him gone.
Wow.
Because he was apparently bad news for the AFL, so I reckon that was to get him gone. Because they've heard that Essendon are on this drug, but it wasn't illegal by ASADA.
Wow.
So that's what they've done.
That's
and
huge.
It's the ramifications of this still everlasting. Essendon is still crap.
From that.
Players missed a year.
Yep.
The payout that Essendon had to give the players affected was massive.
Yep.
Club financial troubles. Supporters, horrible. James Hird out of a job.
Yeah.
Bomber Thompson back on the meth. All from that.
Wow. Yeah, you know what? I believe that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah. And
thank you, mate.
That's an interesting one, because I actually didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Usually pretty all over the footy sort of stuff,
Yeah.
but that's interesting.
Yeah, that one just does not sit right with me. I think all Essendon
Rightly
fans...
so.
Yeah, all Essendon fans out there deserve justice.
Give Joe back his Brownlow.
Our editor, Jackson Young, he's a big Essendon fan, and that whole experience ruined footy for him, which is just horrible. So, give Joe back his Brownlow.
Give him back.
And put Essendon in that final series.
Yeah, let's replay the finals.
Yeah. Wow.
Speaking of footy, let's stay on that for a minute.
All right, yep.
Worst moments on the field. What's yours, mate?
Okay, so let me set the scene. Junior footy. Anyone who's ever played junior footy or ever experienced junior footy knows that a Friday night game,
huge,
very rare, and it is the big occasion on the calendar. It is as close as you'll get to playing AFL. You just feel the vibe.
Friday night footy, if you look at your fixtures at the beginning of the year, you see a Friday game, you're circling it.
Yes.
You're telling your family, everyone's coming down, the lights are on.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's an occasion. It's a Friday night. Your entire family comes down. It's a huge occasion, and you just feel big.
Oh, huge.
One Friday night, it was the end of the season. It was our friend Jonas's 100th game. I think it might have been the first 100th game I'd ever been. That I'd ever been a part of. So it was just big for everyone, kind of coming for this. And it was the two top sides, us versus the Cardinia Cats. So Winnicott Cats versus Cardinia Cats. Derby. We played each other once during the year. They'd beaten us, but there was a lot of hype around this game. It
top
was
two sides.
Huge
predicted
crowd.
the grand final this game, I think.
Yeah.
That year.
Yeah. It was going to be the granny, and it was a slippery night that night.
Yeah.
But, we talk a lot about setting the tone.
Yeah.
And the Cardinia Cats had two players who are twins, who were just... It was a great side.
Yeah,
awesome
not
side.
the Carafils.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah,
boys.
not the Carafils. Awesome side, but...
One's actually drafted now. Brandon.
We'll get to that, yeah. So, awesome side, but these two guns were just fast, strong, good skills. Like, they won the best and fairest for district, club, everything.
Weapons,
like,
you just knew they were playing AFL.
You knew they were going to go AFL. And so, I'm like, you know what? First quarter, I am going to set the tone here. No one's been able to put this bloke. They had one that was particularly good. And I was going to I was like, I'm going to sit him on his ass here. No one's been able to do this. I'm going to absolutely annihilate him here. So I'm running up to him on the wing, whole family there, come in. I don't know how I haven't seen this. I didn't, before a game I don't eat, but I didn't think I looked hungry. He's obviously thought I looked hungry, and he's fed me a chicken palmy right down my throat, and slippery as I said, I have slipped up and honestly winded myself on the ground. He's fed me, he hasn't even looked at me. He's just fed me chicken palmy, and I have just gone to ground, winded. Oh, in front of the family, first quarter, the most deflating moment. And,
there's nothing worse.
But then, to add insult to injury, same quarter, I'm like, all right, you know what? What do champions do? When they're down, they get up and they make amends. So I get the ball on the wing, clear and kick, gets the 50. I'm like, oh, first touch, finally, you beauty. And it's a good one until I hear, Axe, we're going the wrong way. You went the wrong way. And I've just gone,
nightmare of a night.
Fuck. And literally, get me off. Get me out of there. I haven't said a word to my family after that game. But I literally just walked out and I was like, yeah.
Wow.
Lost my love for the game. Not sure if I'm going to, return.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, well, so that has got to be my worst on-field moment, I reckon.
My day was slightly better there. I will just touch on this.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon Walker, AFL now. So he's the one.
So he got drafted. So
got drafted.
It does make that story a little better.
Yeah, it does.
To see
that makes this story a lot better though. I beat him in a foot race.
Oh.
Dead set. Dylan Park was there. He will tell you that happened.
Mate, he runs 20 metres in about a second.
Yeah, but he'd run the whole game in the midfield. This was like last quarter.
Oh, last quarter. Tied legs. You haven't moved from the square.
Exactly.
The goal square, that is.
So I've got him. And I'll stand by that.
Yeah. And you kicked the goal?
No, I got the ball, shot myself and kicked it. I've gone, what's this?
But yeah, wow.
Also have kicked the goal in a different game, but just thought I'd throw that out there. Just,
Yeah, well, I actually beat his twin in a marking contest if we're comparing stories.
Well, does he play AFL?
Oh, well, mate, touch the subject.
Anyway.
Yeah.
My worst moment on the footy field, it came last year.
I know exactly what this is. I think everyone would agree that this was your...
Oh, well, actually, I seem to have a fair few bad moments on the footy field, and they're regularly caught on camera. So I think we'll get the photos up. There's two in particular I'm thinking of. Just really bad moments.
And they also show that you are a tin man. I think they prove it. Yeah.
This game, I've had a few cordials the night before.
Oh.
And actually the night before that was Palmy's 18th.
So a couple nights.
Yeah, a couple nights. Wasn't feeling good. But I've gone, gotta go out there, just play. Hopefully I'll do my thing. It was
do your thing.
Windy day.
Yeah.
Windy day.
Playing full forward.
Yeah, full forward. And I actually felt like I was on early because I've taken a grab and I've gone, hey, you know what? Might be alright here. This isn't hard. Dog does it every week.
Yeah.
This isn't hard. You know?
Well, I'll give you that. It was probably the windiest game I've ever... top two windiest games ever played in. And the one thing for footy that just ruins a game, wind.
And rain.
Yeah. Not good for a forward as well.
Yeah, no, not at all. Anyway, I've been dropping marks all day after that moment, and I'm going, jeez, this is bad. I think it was nearly 3/4 time. I've taken a chest mark. I'm probably... Tight
game as well.
Yeah, tight game.
Yeah, tight game. Like a goal would be huge.
So I'm 15 metres out, slight angle. It's not much. I'm going, all right, here we go. This is my chance. Just put this through. I didn't. It's gone about... It's dribbled along the ground. It didn't even make it to the goal line.
Oh.
Dribbled the whole way, and I've gone, oh, mate, this is, nah, I can't do this anymore. The 3/4 time siren's gone. I've run off, and I've gone...
To the coach.
Mark, like, don't play me, like, I'm done, like,
Give
me the red vest.
Drag
like,
me, give me the red vest. I know we don't do the sub rule, but get me off.
I've tried to drag myself, and I tried to keep it on the down low. But then Big Kirsto's got up in front of the boys, and he's going, we've got Tin Man here. He's just tried to drag himself.
Yeah.
What do you boys think about that? And I know I've had the worst game of my life, and you boys could have said, yeah, get him off. And I do it because I didn't want to stuff the team up.
No, I know it's all about the team, but we,
Yeah, it's a bad look at the end of the day.
We love you, mate. We love you.
Yeah, so you boys told me to stick through it.
Yeah, you're no use on the bench, mate.
And yeah, so chuck me on the wing, hey?
So
on the
didn't you kick a goal in the last quarter?
No, I missed another goal.
Oh, yeah. But yeah,
better.
That kick, it must have honestly just hit a shoelace because it was about to miss your boot.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It was honestly like, there's moments on the footy field, like a hanger or a great goal when everyone stops. And that was one of those moments.
Yeah.
When it's missed it, but everyone's literally going...
People didn't know what was going on. They thought, surely this has gone out of bounds then, or it's gone to the point, so something's happened.
Yeah, Tinny's just marking around.
All of a sudden,
taking the piss.
They're on the rebound. They've probably kicked a goal from it as well. Oh, mate. Not a good moment at all.
God. Yeah, jeez.
We've got one more segment.
Yes.
Last one.
Yeah.
Food for thought.
Yeah.
It's something...
This scares me. This scares me.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure if you prepared something for this one. Food for thought.
I've got one.
Do you want to go through that one for us?
Well, I think you should start. I think you should start.
So these are things that just to mess with your mind and just go...
Really get you thinking.
Yeah. You think about the reality of the world. Now, I'm going to talk about crabs here. So, to us, we see a crab, they move side to side. They,
Yeah, that's what they do.
They walk sideways.
Crab walk, some call
If a
it.
crab looks at us, do they think that we walk sideways? That's my question.
Wow.
And I can't actually comprehend that in my mind.
So if a crab sees us walking side to side like that, do they think, oh, normal?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's what... I don't actually know.
That has actually rattled me.
Because I can't even imagine me going in a straight line is sideways. And it's just... Oh.
Wow, yeah, it spun you out, spun me out.
And it's probably spun everyone at home out.
Yeah.
It's... Yeah.
Do you have any others?
I do have a couple others.
Yeah, well, I'll just get mine out of the way then.
so
It's a bit useless, but I know me and the boys have had a debate. Everyone mentions this one, but is water wet? Yes or no?
I believe it's wet.
I do not.
You don't?
I don't.
Well, if we can get a definition of water up, I think it's something about... of wet. A definition of wet.
Okay, definition of wet. We'll flash it up on the screen.
I think that's something like being...
In a state of...
Yeah, no, it's...
Liquidation?
Being covered in water.
Oh, so is water covered in itself?
Water. That's, I believe, yes.
Oh, well, I don't.
Yeah.
I think water is.
Yeah, well...
Alright, yeah, well, we agree to disagree.
We got a couple other ones?
Yeah, go, shoot.
I want you at home to think of a new colour.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, close your eyes. Can you think of a new colour?
That is a very interesting
You can't.
one.
You can't do it. You can't imagine a colour.
Wow.
And speaking of colours, I actually sort of believe this one.
Okay.
So we're told this shirt is black, alright?
Yeah.
But the way I see black could be the way Axel sees red. But we're just told that this is black.
Well...
So it's a hard one to explain. But the way I see colours and Axel sees colours...
Could be different.
Could be different. And we're just told, yeah, this is black, or this is red, or this is yellow. But if I were to look through Axel's eyes...
It would be different.
I would think, oh, no, that's yellow.
Oh.
Or that's blue.
So you believe this one?
I can see some truth to it. And I think that's why people can be colourblind.
What's the name of an eye doctor again? It starts with an O.
Optometrist?
Yes,
Yeah.
optometrist. Well, if there's any optometrists listening, I would love to get their opinion on this because I feel like, Tinny, I'm just going to say that's bullshit. I think definitely we see things the same way. Unless you're colourblind. So if they can diagnose someone who's colourblind, surely we'd be able to tell if we see differently.
Yeah, but if we're both told that this is...
Well, that's the point of a colourblind test.
No, but being colourblind means you can't see it.
Yeah, but the colours would be different for us. So we would be able to tell.
I don't know,
again,
mate.
Optometrists, if there's any listening, please.
I believe it is possible.
I actually disagree with you again on that one. So I want people to comment what they think.
Yeah, so all the food for thought questions, we want your opinions on that.
Yeah, for sure.
So get them through to us. And
yeah, definitely.
Tell us what you think. I could just be talking more shit like usual, but...
Well, I like that. Good segment, Matt.
Thanks, mate. It's something different.
I like it.
And if the viewers like it, could be here to say.
Yeah, all right, yeah, for sure. Speaking of viewers.
Yeah, we got a few questions from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to start?
I'll start, yeah. So I've got these ones from your family, right?
Yeah,
First one is from your brothers.
Really?
Via Mandy. So thank you, Mandy.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
Electric fence, what's the story there?
So, I'd say I'm in year 5 at the time, and my brother and his family take me down south, and my sister-in-law's family, I think cousin or something, has a property down there.
Yep.
Farm well sheep and cattle and stuff down there, so we're just, walking through the paddocks. People are on the other side of the fence. Me, being a city boy, haven't really put 2 and 2 together and just walked through the electric fence. And I'm standing there and I'm just going, why is my leg thumping? What the hell? This is weird. And then they go, Axel, did you just walk through the fence? And I'm like, yeah. And then they go, it's electric, right? Far out, yeah.
Oh, that's
Jeez, I've had a few moments when I've just felt like a big idiot.
And we've probably exposed all those today.
Oh, many more.
More to come.
Yeah, more to come.
Do you want me to go through my next one?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Marcus, the king, your nephew.
Oh.
We love him.
Yeah.
Big fan, I think. We actually had to force him to follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, all his mates were following the potty, but not Marcus.
But not Marcus.
My nephew Marcus,
anyway,
disappointed in him.
He wants to know the time that Lincoln had to drive your car or park your car.
So, school parking was non-existent.
Yeah.
So, we had to, find reverse parallel parks, not down the road by the park. So, I've pulled up, and I'm the only one of the boys who I can take who can drive legally.
Yeah.
So I was taking myself, Lincoln Kirspian, Levi Cosgriff, Zach Harris Walker, and Marcus, being a good uncle.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit pissed that he exposed me like this after I was a good uncle and drove him to school, to and from last year, every day. So then we pull up, and for some reason, I just do not know how to do a reverse parallel. I still could not do it. Honestly, I have to drive. I have to find drive-ins.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it either,
But I'm just lucky they never asked me in the test. In the test, they said, pull up and along here, and there was 2, and I drove in, and going, you beauty, yippity-dippity-doo. So we pull up, and I was 5 minutes. I'm just trying to do it, and I just couldn't do it. And then Lincoln, who did not have his license at the time, just goes, oh, Axe, do you want me to just do it?
That's adding insult to injury. Didn't have his license.
Did not have his license,
wow.
And he's just done it. And part of me's like, yeah, sweet, we can leave, but the other part of me is just going, wow. I've just, in front of my nephew, I've just embarrassed myself.
And obviously he hasn't forgotten.
His respect for me dropped, definitely.
Oh, big time. You probably could have got him to do it. He would have done it. Let's go.
Well, I tell you what, after he sent that question in, I'm not going to... my respect for him's down. Marcus Bain. Well, yeah, I've actually got a story for you, mate.
Go ahead.
A viewer question actually sent in. It says, ask Matt about the time he got bullied by little kids at school.
When?
What do you mean when? Your whole of year
High
12. Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Mate, I know for a fact.
They like to talk a bit.
Oh, no,
That's
they
about
were
it.
chirping you and you couldn't chirp back. They were literally...
That's not true.
No, this is true. They were bullying
Nah.
you. Every
Nah.
time I'd walk past, they'd be like, oh, like, the little year 7's like, oh, look at Med, all this stuff.
I don't believe any of this.
They're like, oh, look at Med, like, you know, trying to imitate
This didn't
you.
happen. And
If it didn't happen,
also,
if it didn't happen, why was there an instant where you threw one of those kids up against the locker?
didn't happen either.
Oh.
We can't talk about that.
Oh.
I don't actually think that happened.
What?
No. But on that, look, they're chirpy. So be it. I'll let them have their little 1 and 2 things to say. But mate, as you can see right now, I'm not talking too well. So
It's obviously affected you.
But
no, I can tell this. I know this is true because it pissed me off.
no, it's
Because
not
I was like, oh, my mate Matt's getting bullied.
I'm not getting.
And I've just gone, even though they are by, 12-year-old kids, I should probably stick up for him.
No, look.
And boy, they were chirpy.
They did like to take the piss out of me, but I didn't care. And to me, if I cared, that's bullying. But because I was just like, yeah, good on you, like sit, nah. I don't think we're putting the story in.
Don't you reckon? Don't you? Is it because it sound like a big...
No, I still don't think that. I don't think they bullied me. I think that's the wrong word. They did like to have a joke. I had a joke back, and that's about it. That's as far as it went. Simple. Done. Next question.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. Next. You got another viewer question? Or
That's me. That's
it done. All right, yeah. Me too. So we're recording this on a Thursday night. Obviously, the Derby is on Sunday. We're both big Freo fans, but we also know it's tough to be a Freo fan, don't we?
Oh, very tough. Especially Derby week for the last 5 years.
Last 5 years.
Yeah.
And it just seems no matter the form we come in, West Coast just seem to have the mental edge over us.
Yeah.
They just always dominate us. So I want to give a prediction. This is a huge prediction, but it's genuine. Freo are going to roll West Coast. And they're going to win, and they're going to win comprehensively. And Fife is going to kick 4 goals.
Turn it around. Was he kicking 4-14 or?
He's kicking at 7% at the moment.
Yeah, so is he going to kick 4-14 this week or?
I think he'll kick 4 straight.
4 straight, hopefully.
And I think Freo are going to roll them. And I honestly do not... I think Brayshaw will have 2 goals and 33 touches and win the medal. But here's my thing. I tip with my head, not my heart. So, which means most of the time, I'm tipping against Freo each week.
Yeah.
This is just to show that you guys, I'm not just doing this. 3-time tipping comp champion. So I don't just... In my family, I'm a 3-time champion. So I don't just throw tips away on Freo. I think it's stupid when people just back their team in no matter what. I'm like, if you want to win your tipping comp, you do it. But I've tipped Freo this week, and I don't go in this confident against North Melbourne.
Yeah, we showed it last week.
Yeah, so if this podcast obviously releasing on Monday.
Yeah, so we'll see how we went.
We'll see how we go. I'm either going to look like a huge fool or a genius. Yeah. The genius I am, hopefully.
Well, I'm going to go Freo by 17.
Yeah.
And I can see Mundy. He's leading the Brown. I reckon he's leading the Brownlow right now.
He is, though. Sure.
He's going to win the medal. And go Freo. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Like,
genuinely believe that?
Yeah, I believe that we'll get up.
Yeah. And, I hate going in confident because it just leaves you open to get let down. But I genuinely reckon.
This is the time.
Teams aren't even in yet. But I reckon. I've just got a feeling.
Mate, surely. It's about time. We've been waiting too long.
Yeah.
But we're going to finish it off.
Yeah, we got to finish it.
And we're going to do it the traditional way. Axel, give us an example or a definition of a cult hero.
Okay. I want to set the scene. You pull up to a ticketed car park and you're like, oh no, got to buy a ticket, all this. pull in, and then you get out of the car, and then someone just goes, "Oh, mate," walking back to his car, goes, "Oh, mate, I've got 30 minutes left on my ticket. Do you want it?"
Legend.
That's honestly verging on real hero type of stuff. To just the generosity of kindness of just people just doing that. Oh my god.
Speaking of parking tickets, I actually had to pay for one last night because I thought it was staying in Freo for a bit. $6 for a parking ticket for a couple of hours. We've left within like 2 minutes. I'm going
Stitch up.
So cheers, Dano, Palmy, who else? Joel was there, Ben. There's a few of us
paid
anyway.
$6 and ended up having to leave. Stitch up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my cult hero. The bloke who just goes, "I've got time left on my ticket.
Huge.
Take it." Because I honestly would not have thought to do that. I would just drive off like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I should have done that last night, actually.
Well, what
Could have
about...
been a cult hero myself.
What about you?
My example of cult hero, it's all of you. The people that have, they've guided us through. They're viewing our videos.
Yes.
They're supporting us. Watching our stuff, Couldn't be happier for what you guys have done for us. And we hope you're enjoying it. And yous are the real cult heroes.
Well...
Simple as that, straight up. Couldn't do it without them. So
I sound like a real tosser now for not saying that. Obviously we love the fans for sure. They are why we do this.
So yeah, thank you guys. You're all my cult heroes. So we'll finish it on that. Hey?
Oh well,
thanks.
Thanks again for watching episode 4. Just the two of us tonight.
That's it. Yeah,
a bit closer.
No, I've enjoyed it, and hope to see you next week.
For sure.